Los Angeles Dodgers against the Houston Astros. Okay, so this is round one. Computer versus computer. The LA Dodgers were ranked 5th, and the Houston Astros were ranked 27th. So if you want more information on this tournament, then you can watch my intro video. But basically I did a full season. I auto-skipped a full season of MLBPA here on the Super NES, and whatever the teams were ranked in, I set up 2018 brackets and put those teams in there. I will be playing as the Chicago White Sox. The computer will be playing all the other teams. I did this tournament with Tecmo Super Bowl on the Super NES, where I played as the Green Bay Packers, and all the other teams were computer controlled. I was pretty confident I was going to win that tournament, and I did, because that's a game I played a lot of. For the hockey tournament, I played NHL 96 on the Super NES. I was the Chicago Blackhawks, and I really wasn't confident I'd get very far in that, and sure enough, I got knocked out of the first round. But that's a game that I didn't play a whole lot of, because every time a new hockey game came out, I bought it. So it's like, the more advanced you get, playing like, going from Super Nintendo hockey games to PlayStation to PS2, you start getting rusty on the older games. Now, the football games, I never played any of the Madden games, so whenever I do feel like playing football, I stick with Tecmo Super Bowl and the Super NES, or one of the Tecmo Super Bowl games. Yeah, when doing that Tecmo Super Bowl tournament, I never really, before I started it, I never really had a plan for what happens if two teams tie, because in Tecmo Super Bowl, teams can tie if they go into overtime and nobody scores. So I really didn't have a plan, because, you can't have a tie in when you're doing like a playoff bracket thing, or just a tournament. So what I did for the first time that happened is I went and had the two teams play again, and the first one that scored was the winner. But after that, I changed the rules where if two teams tie, the tie goes to the home team, gets the victory. It's part of home field advantage. But now baseball, you don't have to worry about that, because they keep playing it until somebody wins. used to be a really huge baseball fan. Like when I was 12 years old is when I really started getting into it. And then when I was like about 17, baseball went on strike and I started getting interested in hockey. Kind of lost interest in baseball. I still like to play. You know, if I had a chance, you know, I had some friends or something, or like my work got like a team or something, I'd be interested to play. But as far as sitting there and watching a game, just not really that much into it anymore. I was also in Little League Baseball when I was 12, 13 years old. Really wasn't any good though. But the problem was, when I played with my friends I was pretty good because we played like overhand lob, or sometimes we threw the ball up and hit it ourselves, which I got pretty good at. But then when I played in junior league, Little League, whatever you want to call it, that was the first time in my life I've ever played fast pitch. So I was just not good at hitting the ball. And when we did practice, our team was so terrible on fielding that that's about all we practiced on was fielding. We hardly had any batting practice. Probably didn't help that I only weighed like 50 or 60 pounds back then. Yeah, playing this for the first time back in the day, the graphics were like really cool looking. I guess that was kind of for like any Super Nintendo game. We've been playing NES for so long. Oh, that one's gone. See, I don't think home field advantage really does much in baseball.
Out. Strike. Strike. Strike three. You're out. Strike. Out. Strike.
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot to say about this game. I mean, that's one with baseball. It's like, what is there to talk about?
Out.
I guess I could talk about my weekend. My friend Neil and I went out to eat today, making preparations for our next cruise, or, you know, like, kind of like beginning talks, like when we want to go. I've been on 5 cruises so far. I've been on Carnival twice, Princess once, Royal Caribbean the last 2. I'd like to stick with Royal Caribbean. If you're interested in cruises, I've done some videos about cruises, my experiences, and I did a video, Carnival versus Princess versus Royal Caribbean, with like certain aspects of each ship what I liked better than others. And at the end I ranked kind of overall. But I'm thinking about looking at next December. Friend Neil was talking about going on a rock cruise, an 80s rock band cruise in April 26. But the only problem is it's only a 5-day cruise for one thing. A second thing is it's on Norwegian Cruise Lines. Not that I have anything against NCL, I've never actually been on their cruise line, but since I've been on Royal Caribbean the most so far, the most days, I'd like to stick with the same cruise line so I can keep gaining more. But then another problem with that, we looked at the price and it's like $2,500 per person, and I think that's a little too much for a 5-day cruise. I don't want to spend that kind of money. My first 4 cruises were 7-day cruises. My 5th one was a 10-day cruise. I'd like to just keep with 10 days. 7 days goes by too quick. It's like the first 4 days are okay, but then like the last 3 days just fly. And last time I did a 10-day cruise. It's like on that 9th or 10th day, you're kind of ready to come back home, so it felt like it was perfect length. There's some people out there who do like 3-day cruises, 4 or 5 days. I mean, but I live in Iowa. If I'm going to be traveling all the way to Florida or Texas, to go on a cruise, or New Orleans, which are out pretty far, require flying, and I'm definitely not going to drive that far. But if I'm going to be going through that much trouble to go on a cruise, I'm going to want to make it a longer one. I mean, 7 days minimum.
Right.
One thing I'd like to do is different cities for each port. I've been to Miami once. First cruise was out of Miami. Second one was out of New Orleans. The third and fourth were out of Fort Lauderdale, and my fifth one was out of Galveston, Texas. I'd like to leave from like New York or Los Angeles. I've never been out that way, either like northeast or southwest.
Out.
Yeah, see, the LA was ranked 5th place. Houston was ranked 27th. And Houston is winning, so.
Out.
That's the thing with baseball, too. It's all kind of hit and miss. I mean, you could have, like, the best team in the league get beat by the worst team in the league just because they're having an off day. When it comes to games like football, you usually have a pretty good idea who's going to win it. Not to say that there aren't any upsets, but doesn't seem to be quite as many.
Right. Right.
Kind of curious to see how I'm going to do in this tournament.
Right.
Very next game I will be playing as the Chicago White Sox against the Colorado Rockies.
Out.
White Sox were the 9th ranked team. Colorado 24th.
Out.
Yes, the first, second, third, and fourth place teams. I'll get a bye in round one. First is the Philadelphia Phillies. Second, we got the Atlanta Braves. Third, we have the Toronto Blue Jays. And fourth, we have the St. Louis Cardinals.
Out. Right. Right. Out.
Bottom of the 7th. What I should do, should think of a topic to talk about in like each one of these baseball games, since there's not really a whole lot. Darryl Strawberry.
Out. Out.
They won't play. Yeah, this road team is really dominating. I don't think we've even seen the scoreboard yet. You know, like
Out.
home team hitting a home run or turning a double play or.
Foul ball. Out. Hey. Out. Foul ball. Out.
Bottom of the 8th. Dodgers better start doing something here. They want to win it. I really don't care who wins this game.
Out.
But I would kind of like to see the home teams win for the most part.
Out.
Oh, caught with his butt cheeks.
Hey. Out. Out. Out.
I don't know why the sound keeps cutting out. I don't know if that's the game or. It's like a split second it cuts out, comes back. I've had this game
Out.
pretty much since 1994. Don't recall having that problem. That's gone. Very light. We left the scoreboard. There'll be something for one of the extra innings.
Out.
Corey Snyder, remember when he was with the White Sox?
Strike.
This game is used to moving on. I'm gonna mark. I'm gonna mark the score down. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.